At the end of this month, parts of the 2018 Farm Bill are set to expire. It has been extended twice, but that would mean that many farmers won't see any federal dollars until President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill kicks in late next year. And this is happening at the same time that many U.S. farmers are warning that they are reaching a breaking point as unpredictable weather, rising costs, and fallout from Trump's tariffs are impacting their bottom line.
This is not your ordinary farm crisis. We call it Farmageddon.
And if they don't do something, there's going to be some farmers that ain't going to be around next year.
We're joined now by the founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association, John Boyd Jr. Sir, thanks so much for being with us. What are you hearing from farmers about what they're going through right now?
Well, this is the worst time since the 80s, and I was farming in the 80s, where farmers were going out of business. Farm foreclosures are on the rise, farm suicides are on the rise, farm bankruptcies are on the rise. And this is a bad time in this country for American agriculture and America's farmers. The president's tariffs are putting farmers out of business. These are very low commodity prices. I watched the president's interview yesterday. He touted how great the markets were doing, but the markets aren't doing well for America's farmers. Corn, wheat, and soybeans are all down. It's harvest time, and we haven't gotten any orders from China to purchase soybeans from farmers. And we need answers from the administration on what they can do to help America's farmers now. You just talked about the Big Beautiful Bill. They really haven't provided any assistance for America's farmers. And I heard the Agriculture Secretary say this week that farmers could get money from tariffs. I haven't seen any money from the president's tariffs, just poor markets. And every time the president says tariffs, the markets go down and countries begin to run away from American agriculture.
Yeah, I wonder because during the first Trump administration, specifically on soybeans, in response to dwindling international demand, the administration put out subsidies to try to help soybean farmers. Have you heard anything from the administration about something like that coming soon?
Absolutely nothing. The first Trump administration, paid out $23 billion in the program called the Market Facilitation Program. But what was ironic about that, that $28 billion didn't really provide any relief for America's black farmers. We're pretty much left out of that equation. And what the president is doing different this time that he didn't do last time is he doesn't care. He's hurting all farmers now. He's treating us all the same. So that's something he said he was going to do. Now, all farmers are doing bad now under this administration. The first time the president imposed tariffs on China, I was selling soybeans at $16.80 a bushel. By the time the President Trump left office, it was less than $8 a bushel. And the markets never really came back. So what the point I'm trying to make here is the tariffs didn't work the first time the president imposed them. And I don't think that they're going to help us now. And I don't believe that they're going to provide any resources for America's farmers.
So what happens now in this sort of gap as the Farm Bill expires and you have to wait until some of the allocations from the Big Beautiful Bill to kick in next year?
Well, we need members of Congress to start fighting, especially Democrats. Democrats are too quiet here. And they letting the president just run him over like a Mack truck. And the message here today is they should get up and fight back. We haven't had a farm bill in quite some time, and the country is running off a continuous resolution here. And what this administration has done is taking our programs that I fought for about 40 years to get programs called Social Disadvantaged Farmers Resources and grants to help America's Black and other farmers of color. This administration wants to do away with all of those things and help large-scale, white farmers in this country. And what he did was he says, we're going to do away with anything that has to do with Black, but we're going to bring white farmers in from South Africa solely based on race. And then we're going to ship out the people who are doing the work here. The Hispanic community that's doing really hard work that many Americans don't want to do. They want to put them out the country, and it was the wrong thing to do. People from the inner city are not going to come in and pick tomatoes and onions and harvest cabbage and tobacco, people. It's the wrong thing, and they're taking American agriculture in the wrong direction, this administration is.
John Boyd Jr., thank you so much for the time and for sharing your perspective. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.